This video is for adult collectors. Hi everyone, this is a video review of the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four Wolverine and Spider-Man 2-pack. Per usual, at the start of my reviews, I'm going to go over the box, show you all the different sides of it. As you can see on for the box, we got Wolverine and Spider-Man. They're in these blue color schemes, and this is a perfect complement to those Fantastic Four figures I reviewed a couple months ago. I got on sale from Burlington Coat Factory. I actually got this at GameStop. You can see a price tag on the bottom. So, wasn't on sale like those Fantastic Four figures I got at Burlington. But this is a perfect complement to those Fantastic Four figures. As you can see, a nice illustration of Wolverine and Spider-Man on the back. You can see a continuation of the window we see on the front on the left side. And we just see the Fantastic Four logo on top. Now, without further ado, looks like, let's see, there's this nice curve cut into the edge of the box to better easy tap the side and open these figures up. So I'm going to do that right now. First, I got to cut this tape. So, do that. This X-Acto knife I usually use. Actually, let's try to figure out which is the better side to open. Actually, I do see some artwork continuing on the side right here in this curve. So let's get this open right here. We do see that the art on the back is two different close-ups of the art on the side. Like I said before, these two have blue color schemes. They were part of the Fantastic Four, which makes them fit in well with the Fantastic Four figures I got at Burlington Coat Factory. Since the Fantastic Four has blue as their main color scheme, as we see on Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. She's not invisible. Or the Human Torch when he's not lit up. Alright, so we are. We see on the bottom the typical Hasbro insert. Remind myself what it is. I think this is like warns of choking hazards and such. Typical Hasbro information pamphlet. Anyways, let's continue on with these figures we got in the packaging. So I'm gonna take the tray off the background. This very cool. We got a bunch of random comic images. These kind of remind me of the comic images we normally see at the start of Marvel movies. I think it was like we see them in the Spider-Man X-Men movies, in the early Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, so it's great. It's fitting this comes in the Wolverine and Spider-Man 2-pack. What I like about these is these are the two biggest superheroes back in the day. The 90s and the 2000s. I'm really glad to have this 2-pack, which is the two greatest superheroes I grew up with. They're also in this nice blue color scheme, which I like since blue is my favorite color. And I'm glad these two icons are bundled together, and I wasn't forced to get a 2-pack with a figure I didn't want, just to get either the Spider-Man or Wolverine. Looks like it's not any zip ties, so I'm gonna just pull these out. Be careful with the but here they can come out kind of warped, but I picked out a good, best copy I saw at GameStop. This is very familiar to the Heat Claw Wolverine figure I've reviewed before on my channel. So he doesn't have the, like that figure, he doesn't have the shoulder pads, but let's check out his articulation. But everything else about the figure, well, he doesn't have the boots either. It's kind of more reminiscent of the Wolverine Marvel Legends figure I got when the 2013 Wolverine movie came out. He didn't have the shoulder pads either, but the crotch had a different kind of joint. I couldn't just move the leg up. I sort of had to spin it and then lift the leg up the top of the thigh. But I'm glad it seems to be a more modern version of the Marvel Legends Wolverine design. Here's a Spider-Man. It's a figure I actually wanted more, because I've been seeing some Spider-Man figures at retail recently, but there aren't a whole lot of the main Spider-Man, Peter Parker himself. So I'm really glad I have this figure. One of the few recent Spider-Man releases I've been able to get. It's actually Peter Parker himself. They're sort of pushing out other Spider-Man figures right now, like Miles Morales, Spider-Verse characters, like Spider-Gwen. But Peter Parker is the most important one to me. He's the OG. It doesn't have the black stripes webbing we're familiar with, but like I said, blue is a cool color. It's not the worst thing in the world if he doesn't have the webbing. Also, it's not the most bland Spider-Man costume out there. I remember in the comics, his Venom suit was actually all black except for his eyes and the spider symbol. Yeah, so it's not open. Move these open hands. It's kind of. Let's put the fisted hands from the Trade in the Packaging on Peter Parker. So yeah, it looks like one of them fits in here. Let's just test out the. See if Wolverine's hands are removable. See if. Because the fists seem to work with both figures. But honestly, this fist is kind of skinny, so it's definitely more meant for Peter Parker. And honestly, why would you display Wolverine without his signature claws on? Very cool. Let's take a look at these claws. These, like I said, this was the best looking Wolverine figure I saw on the shelves. There was another one with like a blue spot here. I think the other one had the blue paint job messed up, and this seemed the best of them. And the claws seem fine. They're almost perfectly aligned here. Very cool. I like this design where the claws are coming out on the top of his hands, but some of it is going into his fingers. So the claws are sort of thick. Yeah, so right. Yeah, it looks very good. Yeah, do you like the look of the spider symbol? The middle looks a bit more modernized. Also like how it's around the circle, just sort of like the circle for the Fantastic Four logo, which is very nice. Yeah, I like how this blue is replacing all the red we normally see on Spider-Man. I like the shape of the eyes as well. Not big as I'm used to seeing in most of the films, but not too small either, like Spider-Man's Marvel Cinematic Universe design, the one we initially saw in Civil War, Homecoming, and overall, the design seems to be fairly slim, but just bulky enough. It feels good in my hand. Looks like sort of like the which one was it? I think it was reminds me of one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man figures where I couldn't bring in the arms all the way. I could be wrong. Maybe none of them have a problem, but this reminds me of one of those. But other than that, looks and feels very good. Love the colors. Like the different symbol used on his Fantastic Four costume. Look at the eyes, sculpt. Really screams Spider-Man. Said, go over the articulation next. So, got the typical Marvel Legends articulation, heads on a ball joint. It's got this hinge neck, so it can look really far up and down. Butterfly joint. I'm just going to go up, out, bicep rotation, double bend the elbow. It seems to be pinless at the elbow, knee, which is very good. It rotates at the upper torso and so bends. Double bend the abs. Let's go up, out. Got great thigh rotation there. Double bend at the knee. So, so knees, same thing, bend all the way back. Same with the arms. You got go pivot and tilt. Yeah, it's almost all the great articulation we're used to seeing with Marvel Legends. Spider-Man. Plus, he looks great. Like I said before, Spider-Man does come with a nice array of hands as well. Got two gripping hands he has for some reason, and two web slinging hands. In addition to those open palmed hands I showed earlier, he comes packaged with, attached to himself. Let's get back to Wolverine. Like I said, doesn't have the shoulder pads, the sculpted boots. Nevertheless, looks really cool. Like I said, I like how thick these claws are. It's traditional comic style mask. His mask or his haircut with large spikes left and right side, along with his claws. What give Wolverine his signature look. I also like how there's a nice belt piece too, which we didn't get with Spider-Man. Wolverine does tend to wear belt, unlike Spider-Man. Just like Spider-Man, we got a nice circular symbol here in the middle. Normally doesn't have one, but as a Fantastic Four member, he's got a symbol in the middle, just like the other members of the Fantastic Four. He's in that nice black and blue color scheme on Spider-Man. I like, even though his costume design is simpler than the yellow and blue suit we're used to seeing on Wolverine. I believe this Fantastic Four outfit is based on his brown outfit because he got no shoulder pads. Also, just got this blue ring down the middle of his chest, going all the way to his crotch, even continuing down the middle of his thighs, which is still very cool. I'm used to seeing the brown outfit from Wolverine in X-Men Evolution, although I'm more attached to the yellow and blue design he had in the X-Men cartoon and the more modern version, the He Claw Wolverine, where he doesn't have the blue trunks anymore. Nevertheless, it's still a great design because, like I said, similar to the brown design, the way the blue is drawn into the costume. I'm also grown accustomed to the brown design, and I like the blue and black color scheme because blue's my favorite color, and personally I think they complement each other well, even though some people may think blue is already a dark enough color, could be interchangeable with black, as we've seen on Batman's cape, which is good for Wolverine because he's also a really badass character. It's one of the reasons I like this mask. It's partially inspired by Batman. He actually wears a mask like this in the new Deadpool movie. It's called Deadpool and Wolverine. Right now, that's good because Wolverine is the character I grew up more with. So overall, really like the look of the figure. It's got that really cool mask inspired by Batman, which I think is a look that works really well for Wolverine. So that's the look he stuck with in most of the comics and all the cartoons. When he has a mask on, obviously him without a mask works. As we've seen Wolverine not wear a mask until Deadpool 3, that movie, which just came out as I'm recording this. Like how this is the first Wolverine figure I got with a symbol on his chest. Obviously, he's got the traditional X logo on his belt. Like, he's got nice thick claws, just like the He-Claw Wolverine figure I had. Well, there's not as much sculpted detail on this figure as I seen with that one. I believe we're getting more regular Wolverine figure soon based on the He-Claw design. One where he doesn't have the translucent claws, just regular silver claws like this one. Looking forward to that. Obviously, it's to coincide with the new movie. As for this Wolverine's design, I still like it a lot. The blue part of his costume seems to be drawn just like his brown costume, which I also like. Overall, this Wolverine still looks great. And I've gone over how he looks. I'm going to go over his articulation. So that's for the head. Down. Seems to be on a hinge. The neck. Butterfly joint. The shoulder can go further forward, back. The shoulder can go up. Oh. Almost forgot. No, when I normally do this, do the shoulder go up, have it go out. Of course, the butterfly joint moved a little bit too when I did that. Usually do this to show the shoulder articulation is the arm. I usually prefer it on Transformers figures, although it's standard for Marvel Legends. So that's the way I'm used to shoulder articulation. There's also bicep rotation here. Let's see, rotate this out the way. This can bend about 135 degrees. Let's check out the knees. I noticed like Spider-Man, we still got the pins. Hopefully the newer Wolverine figure will fill in these holes better. Knees seem to be about 135 degrees as well. Ab crunch here. Got a waist over here. Let's go up and out. That much. You can't do the whole splits like a McFarlane figure. Got ankle pivot, tilt. Yeah, so much all the articulation you'd expect from a modern Wolverine Marvel Legends. And again, he's a fantastic looking Wolverine with good articulation. Pun intended, of course. Also, I think I forgot to mention, Spider-Man has some bootcut articulation here. Not Wolverine, unfortunately. So, overall, very pleased with the set. Standing these side by side, Spider-Man should be quite a bit taller. And he is. And overall, I'm quite pleased with the set. It's nice to have some more well-known Marvel superheroes to join the Fantastic Four Marvel Legends and the blue color scheme, which greatly complement the look of the regular Fantastic Four team. Which I'm glad they have. This blue is my favorite color. Like I said, both of these figures look great. For example, I like the new spider symbol on Spider-Man's chest. Look at the eyes. Looks nice. Wolverine looks great as usual. It's his mask. Comic book design. Looks great with the claws. Sort of Batman look. I know people have jokingly said he looks like two Batmans kissing. So the X symbol he's got, where the Fantastic Four usually have their symbols, it's a nice touch. These both have great articulation. Spider-Man just come with some extra hands as his accessories, which are nice as you get him into different poses. Overall, both of these figures look good. Articulations, good. Both figures are good. And again, I'm very pleased with this set. Please like this video, and if you do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it for my review. Bye.